Hey, how's it going? Check in today. It's a late one. I've just been at the PSA meeting, the Professional Speakers Association meeting in Reading. I've just got to drive back home now. So a fairly long day after a fairly long day yesterday with my Toastmasters meeting yesterday evening. But all good, all good. I wasn't going to go today. I was really, I don't know, I just wasn't really in the right frame of mind for it. And then I was like, okay, if I'm going to go, I have to join now, because I've just been going as a guest before. You still have to pay. So you have to pay the membership fee, then you have to pay for the meeting, and I was like, do I want to do it? Am I going to go? And I was just like, I couldn't make a decision because I was, as I said, not in the right frame of mind. And I thought, okay, sorry, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna go. And I'm glad I did. I'm always glad when I've done it. And the thing that really tipped me over the line with it was this thing that I've been focused on this year, which is, these updates, they've all been about charting my progress this year as I move towards establishing myself as a professional motivational wellbeing speaker. That's what I've wanted to do this whole year. And it hasn't always gone to plan. In fact, none of it's gone to plan, very little anyway, although I have made progress. It just hasn't ended up where I'd hoped that it would end up. I'm still full of optimism and still totally motivated with it. And not going to the meeting tonight just because I didn't feel like it would have been too much of an indicator for me that I'm giving up, and I'm not ready for that to happen. So that's what got me off my backside and decided to do it. I've actually got a heap of work to do, but I figure I can do that tomorrow. I've got to finish off prepping for this Saturday, 2 days time. I will be delivering a whole day session, 10 till 4, for my Boost Live workshop, get together, seminar, session, whatever it is. It's a bit of everything really. That's in Oxford on Saturday. And then next week as well, I have to prep and get myself ready to do my very first guest lecture at UCL for the Health and Wellbeing and Sustainability in Buildings Masters. So I've got a fair bit of work to do, as well as speaking to people who've just come to the end of one of my online programs. Just launched a new coaching program, so I'm following up with inquiries about that. So just a massive ton of stuff to do. And of course, as I said at the beginning of this week, I was and still am anticipating hearing back from certain prospective speaking clients that I've been speaking to over the last few days and weeks, and I've got to be following up with these leads as well on top of everything else. So it's like, it was very easy for me to justify not going because I was too busy. But then I knew that if I didn't go and I just sat around and didn't get enough productive stuff done, I'd have just been really, really disappointed and annoyed. So I got myself together and paid for it and went along. And as I said, it was a good meeting. So yeah, they are always very good, very kind of energizing, and just good to hang out with other people, other speakers who are doing the same sort of thing as I'm doing. And there's a difference between the PSA and Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a brilliant organization for learning more about the skills of speaking, delivery, communication, and actually getting that stage time practice to do that. The PSA is much more about the business of speaking, and which is the goal, and therefore it was deemed to be important enough for me to work around myself. I was in my own way this afternoon. That was clear, and I had to kind of level up and do it anyway. So yeah, there we go. That's my check-in for the day. Had a not so awesome piece of news today as well via email, which I'll cover off in tomorrow's update. Right now it's 9:30. I've got about an hour's drive before I get home again. So I'll check out here and speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.